Good evening and welcome to the Buck Stops here. I'm Vishnu Shom. Here's our big focus this year. Well, before we get to that focus, the volatile valley, 6 people in Ramban in Kashmir have been killed in BSF firing on a crowd. Massive protests erupt in Srinagar. The main national highway is blocked. The BSF says they were acting in self-defense. The mob tried to storm their camp. The Home Minister Sushil Shinde orders a probe into the incident. Elsewhere in Pampore in Jammu and Kashmir, militants attack a senior cardiologist. Dr. Jalal is injured. His 2 guards are dead. But more on our big focus this evening. 23 children dead in one school in Chhapra in Bihar. The state government says these children were poisoned, but was it just a case of pesticide being accidentally mixed with the food being cooked? Is this criminal neglect, callousness and symbolic of how little states actually care for the welfare of our own children in school? Where does the buck truly stop on this one? Also coming up, amendments to divorce laws ensure that women have a right to marital property. Inherited property could now be a right for women who are granted a divorce. Does this step go a long way in protecting Indian women long suffering in hopeless marriages?
There's something that has to be done about, put a stop to these people who are literally not taking the law seriously.
Our top story, 23 children in Chhapra in Bihar are dead. None were older than 12. Their midday meal was poisonous. As the political blame game continues, we revisit the village where this tragedy struck. But as the process of pinning responsibility and blame continues, we look at the midday meal scheme, its incredible successes and its tragic failings, and ask a larger question. Does anyone in our political class across states, not just in Bihar but elsewhere as well, genuinely care about the quality, the hygiene and the nutrition that children receive in the biggest scheme of its kind in the world?
A school till 2 days ago, now a mini graveyard.
This mound of soil that you see right behind me is a mass grave of children, exactly opposite the school where this midday meal tragedy took place. It's on the insistence of their family members that these children have been buried here, just to remind the government of the apathy that had set in.
Rakeshwar Mahato's 3 grandchildren were among the 23 who died after consuming midday meal at the Chhapra school. He has vowed not to allow the school to ever reopen.
हम लोग गरीब आदमी से आते हैं, अति पिछड़ा से आते हैं. सरकार ने मिड डे मील चलाया तो गरीब को पढ़ने के लिए, बच्चे को खाने के लिए छात्रवृत्ति का लालच पे स्कूल आते थे.
This fresh stock of textbooks was meant to be distributed, which is why there was high attendance on that day. Many of those children were sons and daughters of daily wage laborers. The promise of education and most importantly of a free and healthy meal was enough to ensure that they were drawn to the school every single day.
Next door, 9 children fell sick in a single house. 12-year-old Mamta died. Her parents never went to school, but Mamta's education was always a priority for them.
बगल में के टीचर वाली है तो अपना लेखन रखी है, पढ़ाई है ना, अच्छा से बताई है ना. ऐसे आदमी ये में भेजे लगल ना तो पहले दूसरा जगह पढ़ाते रखा लो. हमनी के सोचनी जैसे मतलब पढ़े लिखे के आगे में अपन बढ़िया से लिखिए से लड़कियां गांव के अच्छी बड़ी था. दूसर का सोची आदमी.
People like Kushila Devi have been drawn to the school from nearby villages. The day of the deaths was the first day her grandson Milan attended government school. Now she says she won't send him again.
भय लगता नहीं है, भय लगता बच्चा के हम ना जाए देखसन ना, और बच्चा नहीं पढ़ रही बाकी स्कूल में ना जाए देखसन.
Clearly, faith in the system has been the biggest casualty of this tragedy. With Anand Zanane in Chhapra, Rohit Rajan for NDTV.
And my colleague Anand Zanane joins me live from Gandaman village in Chhapra in Bihar. Anand, I cannot even begin to imagine what's happening in that village when all those parents... but just tell us, is anybody any closer to understanding or trying to figure out how that poison, that insecticide actually got mixed up in the food? Has there been any progress in basic investigations?
Well, the last I spoke to the SP, he said that there has been very little progress as far as the investigations are concerned, because the main person in this space, Meena Devi, she is somebody who's on the run, and it's they're actually expecting her to come forward and reveal how this actually happened, how did poison get mixed, that insecticide get mixed with the food supplies, and that is a question that is also going to be confirmed by that clinching FSL report, which is still awaited. And but when you come to these villages, Vishnu, I came to this village this night, and normally the villages by this time of the day are actually basically ghost towns, and there are hardly any people out on the streets, but there are people who are having sleepless nights as a result of what has happened 2 days ago. I have with me a man who lost his daughter. ये बताइए कि आप लोग किस उम्मीद से अपनी बेटियों को वहाँ पे भेजते थे, बच्चों को भेजते थे, शिक्षा की उम्मीद से? आप लोग खुद पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे और उनके साथ ये दुर्घटना घट गई।
सर, हम लोग ये उम्मीद से भेजते थे जो हमारे बच्चे पढ़ेंगे तो भविष्य में कुछ आगे बढ़ेंगे, बाकी ऐसा हमारे साथ हुआ नहीं। जो हम सोचे वो हमारा काम पूरा नहीं हुआ। हम सोचे जो भाई मेहनत मजदूरी करके बच्चे कैसे भी मैं पाल सकता हूँ, उनको खर्च मैं चला रख सकता हूँ, मैं चला ही रहा था, बाकी ऐसा नहीं होने दिया हमारे साथ।
मीना देवी, जिन्होंने जो हेड मिस्ट्रेस थी स्कूल की, वो अभी भी फरार हैं, और बताया जा रहा है कि इंसेक्टिसाइड जो है और कीटनाशक है वो खाने में मिल गया था, उसकी वजह से बच्चों की मौत हुई। तो सरकार जिस तरीके से मामले की जांच कर रही है, क्या आप उससे संतुष्ट हैं? आपको क्या लगता है कि वो वाकई में गंभीर है इस पूरे मामले को हल करने के लिए?
अभी तक तो हमको ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है। जो भी आ रहे हैं बस वो बतला के जाते हैं जो बेटा सब्र करो, सब बढ़िया हो जाएगा, बाकी ऐसा अभी तक तो हुआ नहीं। 3-4 दिन हो गए, बाकी अभी तक कुछ हुआ नहीं, और ना अभी तक कोई उनको खोज पुछार हुआ जो कहाँ पे है नहीं है। हम लोग बच्चे अपना लेके जा रहे थे, वो लोग अपना यहाँ से फलाड़ हो गए।
Well, this is a man who's looking for answers, Vishnu. Where is Meena Devi? Why has she not surfaced so far? Why has the police not been able to gather enough clues to actually, track her down? These are the questions that many people are asking in this particular village, and perhaps they will have sleepless nights until they really get a sense of closure on what really happened and why did their innocent children die that particular day.
All right, Anand, thank you very much for joining us with that account of that parent. Unbelievable loss in that village. It's an unbelievable loss, not just for that village, for the entire country. One of this government's biggest schemes affected in this horrific manner, 23 lives just disappearing. Joining us to discuss this, Bhakcharan Das, Congress spokesperson, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, General Secretary of the BJP, Devesh Thakur, spokesperson of the JDU, Deepa Sinha with me in the studio, food rights activist, Gurcharan Das, author and former CEO of Procter & Gamble, who speaks quite frequently and knows this entire midday meal scheme very, very well. Thank you all very much for joining us. Mr. Thakur, let me come to you first. Pallam Raju, HRD Minister, today said that warnings had been issued to 12 Bihar districts, including this particular district where the tragedy occurred. And apparently this was just a few months back when these warnings were issued. Why did your government not do anything?
Vishnu, I must remind you that the warnings which, first of all, let me tell you, it's a very, very, very unfortunate incident, and we are all equally sad for what has happened. And my heart goes out, our government heart goes out to these children and their families, first of all. Number two, you must remind you that the warnings that had come, what respected Mr. Pallam Raju just said, the warnings that had come, there was no warning that there's going to be a pesticide in the food, right? There was a warning definitely that midday meal scheme is not going on properly. It's not maybe hygienic or so and so and so and so. Not even anyone in that particular school has complained prior to that day that there's something wrong with the school. Now this is an incident absolutely afar, apart from what these warnings and the general atmosphere about midday meal scheme is concerned. This has happened on that particular day. Inquiries are being made, preliminaries are already out, and inquiries are being made, and we want to wait for that and then reach a conclusion before we really.
But Mr. Thakur, of course there are inquiries, and we'll find out if there is a conspiracy. But the basic point, but Mr. Thakur, the basic point is you use the word hygiene yourself. I mean, were hygiene standards in parts of Bihar when it comes to children and midday meal schemes so awful that we could even be in a situation where something like this happens?
Again, I'll tell you what, you talked of Bihar. I'll tell you, and I don't want, please do not think that I want to justify what happened in Bihar by saying that everywhere everything is wrong. Now the whole day, today itself, not long ago, today we have seen on TV that there were insects and moths and cockroaches in the midday meal kitchens in Amritsar.
No, it's a mess. And Mr. Thakur, I have numbers and figures and statistics with me showing the mess.
Please, let me complete. No,
but Mr. Thakur, you are doing exactly what you said you wouldn't do. You are comparing the situation with other states, and it's terrible across the country, sir. But 23 people have died in your state. Let's talk about this today, sir.
It is what I am telling.
We can condemn this scheme elsewhere, but let's talk about Bihar today, sir.
Let me complete,
sir.
I'm talking about Bihar. I'm not saying that we are justified because everyone else has done that. I didn't say that.